Hi, my name is Walt Ribeiro, and this week I will be showing you how to read music, also known as sight reading. Real quick, any questions you can simply email me at the address below, or you can just subscribe to my channel. Every week I'm going to be coming out with something new. So let's just jump right into it. Every note has three parts to it: a flag, a stem, and a note head. And what that's going to do is it tells you different information. Not every note has a flag, not every note has a stem, but every note will always have a note head. Now, it's important to mention, though, that these notes, the different shapes of them, and how some have stems and some have flags, all that it tells you are just simply how long you hold a note. That's it. There's only two parts to notes: the duration and the pitch, and that's it. Now let me explain the different notes. We have a whole note, half note, quarter notes, eighth notes, and we have 16th notes also. Whole notes get 4 beats. Now I'm going to explain what a beat is in a minute. Now that's what a whole note looks like. Notice how the whole note has no stem and it has no flag. All it has is just an open whole note, and that's it, or just an open note head. For the half note, it gets 2 beats. Notice how this has an open note head, a stem, but no flag. Now the quarter note has a filled-in note head, a stem, and no flag. The quarter note gets 1 beat. The eighth note gets half a beat. Notice its flag. And the 16th note gets a quarter of a beat. Notice how it has 2 flags. Okay? Now, for those who are thinking, okay, Walt, that's great, but what's a beat? Well, this clock here is going on 60 beats per minute. And the reason for that is because there's 60 seconds for every minute. So just think of a pulse think of a beat as being just a steady pulse. So this is constantly going on a steady pulse 60 times every minute, 60 seconds per minute. So this clock is going at what we refer to as 60 BPMs. And BPM stands for beats per minute. So let's say that you're in a band and you want the drummer to play 120 beats per minute. You can actually just hold up this clock to him and say, play twice as fast as that. So instead of hitting on every second, he's hitting twice every second. And then if you wanted him to play at 180 beats per minute, you would say, make sure that you hit 3 times for every time that this clock pulses. In some sense, it would be like that he's playing triplets over what that clock's playing. So just to clarify, that when a song is faster, it's going to be a higher beats per minute, and likewise, when the song is slower, it's going to be a much lower beats per minute. So now, since we know the note durations, let's discuss the actual notes on the staff paper, the way that you would read them. And so once you know the note durations and you know the notes on the staff, all you have to do is combine them, and that's what sight reading is. So here we have what this is called is a treble clef. Okay? Now there's different types of clefs. For the most part, treble clef is what you would probably be using as you get lower in pitch, like a bass. That would be a bass clef, which looks like this. Like that. But we're not going to have to worry about that right now. So let's skip that. And then just jump right into the notes. There's 5 staff lines, okay? And they go in alphabetical order. So starting from the first line is E. Then walking up for every line, space, it goes up alphabetically: E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on and so forth, all the way up and all the way back down. And the way that you would write that is for the notes. If the note's on this line, then it's going to be in E. And it continues: F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Rather than trying to memorize every note all the way up and down, the way that you can do it is to memorize just the lines, and the lines go E, G, B, D, F, because remember, you're skipping every other space. Instead of going E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, you're now going E, G, B, D, F. And likewise, for the spaces, you're going F, A, C, E, because you're skipping the lines. F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Skip those. And if you want, you can make up your own mnemonic using just the first letters of each word. The one that's most common is every good boy does fine. E, G, B, D, F. And for F-A-C-E, it just spells a word, face. So if you have to memorize the words, or the notes rather, and you see this note, just walk up it. Rather than trying to count every line, just count every space. F-A-C. That's a C. And if I put a line right there, it's a quarter note. So it's a C that's held out for one beat. And finally, I just wrote a little motif here, combining everything that we've learned today. There's still a lot left. I didn't even get to a little bit more information that you would see here. It would tell you like what key it's in, how many beats there are per measure. That's all for a later tutorial. It's a little bit too much just for one week. So for right here, all I just wrote down was just a little motif, and we're going to look at the notes real quick, and then that'll be it. Here you're just going to combine everything that you know now about the note durations and the actual pitches. You're going to combine them and then be able to answer these questions all of yourself. So here's an A, here's an F, here's another F, here's a D, and then here are two B's. And now we're going to go for the note durations. This is one beat, 2, 1, 4, and 2 half beats. Now, these are half beat because they're eighth notes. This is a whole note, so it gets four beats. Quarter notes get 1 beat, remember. Half notes get 2, and once again, quarter notes get 1 beat. So, if this is your beat, this is going to get 1 clap. This is going to get 2. This gets 1. This gets 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these all get half a beat. Okay? Now, the way that you get the half beat is that you would just hit it twice for every 1 beat. So it would be da, 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 da. Instead of like the quarter note, which would go ba, 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 ba. Okay? And what are these notes? Well, next week we're going to learn what the notes are on a guitar and a piano. And from there, we'll be able to be playing them on any instrument that you choose. You can play them. It's all the same. It's all universal. So if you play violin, if you play banjo, if you play piano, if you play glockenspiel, it's all the same. That's what makes music great. And these are very, very close related to tablature, which I know that everyone's mostly familiar with. But for any other questions, simply email me and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be coming out with new stuff every week. And let me know your questions. I would love to answer them. And once again, my name is Walt Ribeiro. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Take care.